Well, good morning to you, and thank you for joining me today as we come back to Exodus to spend some time in the truth. Today, we're going to be in Exodus chapter 3, starting in verse 7. We left yesterday with Moses observing the supernatural activity, the bush being there, the bush being on fire, the bush not burning, his moving closer to the bush, which brings about the interaction now with God as God speaks to him. And so we pick it up today in verse 7, Moses standing before the bush, God beginning to reveal himself, or having revealed himself. Now he's going to give instructions to Moses in relation to his purpose and his plan for Moses and for the people of Israel. Verse 7 says, Then the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people who are in Egypt, and have heard their cry because of their taskmasters. I know their sufferings. And I have come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians and to bring them out of that land to a good and broad land, a land flowing with milk and honey, and to the place of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. And so God comes to Moses with now a mission. He first describes his purpose. God says, I understand the struggle of my people. I've surely seen the affliction. The word affliction here means a state of hardship and trouble with a focus on the experience of this state by the observer. So here's the picture of God realizing, not realizing in the sense that he didn't know it, but expressing to Moses that his understanding of the struggle of the people of Israel is real. He understands all that they're going through. There's nothing that they're dealing with that God isn't fully aware of. He is absolutely aware of their affliction. And he states his purpose here then. My purpose is to deliver them from Egypt and deliver them into the land that I have promised ultimately to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So the picture of God's deliverance, God promised he would deliver them. God spoke to Jacob and told him specifically that he would deliver the people of Israel from the land of Egypt in his time. And now his time is at hand. They have been in Egypt for 400 years, and it's time for them to move out. God has grown them in the land of Egypt. God has allowed them to expand. They have numbers potentially over 1 million or more in Egypt now, and they are a strong nation within Egypt. That's the reason why they got put into slavery to begin with, because the Egyptians feared that they would overthrow them because of their strength. And so God said, I understand where they are. I've also heard their cry. They have now come to me seeking the deliverance that I promised. And my time to act is now. I have chosen in this time to make my deliverance. The process of my deliverance is beginning with the ultimate goal of that deliverance to be fulfilled. God never does anything half. He always does his entire plan. And so if he starts something, he's going to finish it. Now he's ready to begin. His will for them is to be delivered from the land of Egypt to the land that flows with milk and honey. This blessed land that God had already promised to their forefathers now will become the place of their habitation. God is going to deliver them to that land according to his plan. Verse 9 says, And now behold, the cry of the people of Israel has come to me, and I have also seen the oppression with which the Egyptians oppress them. So again, it's all obvious to me. There's no unknown aspect to what Israel is dealing with. And their desire to be delivered now is something they have expressed to God. God, again, isn't unaware of their desire for deliverance. Yeah.